To find the outliers in a data set, we have to do some calculations that involve numbers you worked with in 6th grade when you worked on finding box plots. So the formula for finding outliers involves the IQR, which is the interquartile range, and we use that by kind of dividing our data up into 4 equal sections, equal being amount of data in each section, not equal being the values in each section. So we have to start by calculating the median of the data set. You'll notice the data is ordered from least to greatest. So the median is then the exact middle of the data, which in this case is 3. So that is the median. We will not actually use the median to calculate whether or not there are outliers, but we need the median to calculate other values that we do need. Once you've found the median, we have to find the first and third quartiles. So you might remember these from making box plots. So looking at just the half of the data that comes before the median, I basically do that median process again. I have an even number of numbers here, so I have to do a quick little averaging calculation. So 1 and 1 are the 2 middle numbers, so I would add them together and divide by 2. Of course, that gives me 1. So 1 is the first quartile. And we'll do the same thing with the upper half of the data. So 5 and 7, if I add those together and divide by 2, I get 6. So 6 is the third quartile. Now we can find the IQR, the interquartile range. We just subtract the third and first quartiles. I'll do 6 minus 1, and that gives me 5. Now I'm ready to actually start calculating whether or not there are outliers. So to figure out if there are outliers, I use this 1.5 times IQR value. So 1.5 times 5 gives me 7.5. And then this value, so I've basically taken the interquartile range, I've kind of stretched it out by what we consider to be a reasonable amount, sort of a made-up statistical reasonableness. We stretch out that interquartile range by a reasonable amount, and we say anything outside those bounds, that is an outlier. So we say, okay, let's take our lower end of that range and let's stretch it. And we're going to take the upper end of that range and stretch it. And that new range is going to tell me the limits of my data, what numbers are considered outliers. So the lower end of that is going to be negative 6.5 because my Q1 value, my first quartile was 1. 1 minus 7.5 is negative 6.5. And then my upper end, 6 plus 7.5, is going to give me 13.5. So basically any number less than 6.5 is an outlier. Any number greater than 13.5 is an outlier. So we can see, just like we guessed altogether, 38 is indeed an outlier. It is outside this 1.5 IQR range that we use to test whether or not data is relevant to the rest of the data. So we can see a little bit of a summary here of what we've just done. We found the interquartile range. We stretched it out by what we say is a reasonable amount. We multiplied it by 1.5. And anything outside of that stretched range we consider to be an outlier. That's why 38 is indeed an outlier. We can see how this impacts our data if we look at a comparison of 2 box plots. So this first box plot includes the outlier. We can see it gets way stretched out to the right. This second box plot looks much more reasonable and does a better job representing the data because that outlier has been removed. It's no longer being impacted as we set up the shape of our box plot. Let's summarize how we find our outliers. First, you have to calculate the interquartile range. That's the difference of the third and first quartiles. Then we multiply the interquartile range by 1.5. That's in preparation to stretch the range that we're going to look at. Then we find the lower limit. Subtract that 1.5 IQR value from the first quartile. Any number below that is considered an outlier. And finally, find the upper limit. Add that 1.5 IQR value to your third quartile, and any number above that is also considered an outlier.